Hello, I'm John.
I'm Nancy.
And we are
J&N Travels.
Welcome in, everyone.
Yeah, welcome in.
Actually, I just realized I didn't have this thing turned off again. All right.
Wow.
Thank you for joining us on this very hot and humid 80-degree New Hampshire day, correct?
Yes, it's beautiful out, but it's hot.
Today is our day where we give some current travel news, which is quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. And I'm going to stay mostly away from the theme parks because there's so much going on in the travel industry with cruising and even airlines right now. So we'll focus on that. I just found out today some of our friends from YouTube are
stranded.
Being quarantined. Yeah, being quarantined.
They're stranded down the Dominican
Republic. So best luck to you guys if any of you are watching, and hopefully you'll get out of there and be able to get home soon.
Hope you get home safe and you have a quick recovery.
Right, exactly. So a quick hello before we get into the news. TJ from J&N Travels in the house. Thank you very much for joining us. Hello,
TJ.
I'm assuming he's popping in from work.
Yeah.
And then there's Larry from Canada. Larry, you must have a lot of stories on your own. He's pumped travelers because Canada's been going up and down what they're doing. They were supposed to be closed down until February next year, and now there's a little bit of crack in the possibility that they might open up sooner. I think they're starting to realize that they missed the boat on, pun intended, I guess, on the cruises. Yeah, because now that the U.S. has voted to allow Alaskan cruising, they're going to miss out on thousands and thousands of dollars.
I know, that's a shame.
So let's see. So it's TJ, Larry, anyone else in the house? Maxwell Smart.
Maxwell Smart.
Welcome in. Welcome in on this nice, warm Wednesday. They're talking about major thunderstorms coming our way, some rare thunderstorms later on today. Originally, they were supposed to be coming in now, which I thought was going to totally foul up our internet.
Right. But they talk about 7 o'clock now, right? 7 p.m.?
Yeah, now they're talking 7 p.m. Hello, Najuma. Welcome in. Najuma. Actually, Najuma, I have a New York-related thing on the news, too. It'd be interesting to see if you've ever seen this or not. Hey, Kenneth.
Hi, Kenneth.
Kenneth, a.k.a. Kenneth Oaks. I'm trying to think of how Sean always says it. Woodman here or something like that.
Woodman here.
I don't want to steal his tagline, Sean's tagline.
No.
Okay, so I guess we'll just jump into the news. If you haven't already, and we appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up. Always helps us out with the analytics.
Right.
So thank you very much. Okay, so Nance, let's go into the news. Oh, I just saw Family Travel and Excursions just popped in. Welcome
Family
in.
Travel.
Okay. Current travel news. Now, some of the stuff, even though a lot of this is less than 24 hours old, I'm sure people who have been watching the news are aware of a lot of this stuff going on. Okay, so the first one, Nance, is President Biden signs the Alaska Tourism Restoration Act.
Woo.
President Biden signed the Alaskan Tourism Restoration Act, which lifts a requirement that foreign registered vessels traveling between the mainland United States and Alaska must call on a foreign port. Typically, cruise ships sailing from Seattle, Washington to Alaska have made their foreign ports Canada for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
However, during the pandemic, Canada closed its borders to non-essential travel. The loss of 2020 cruise season has already cost ports $26 million and the community $900 million in terms of economic impact, including everything from money tourists spend in Seattle area shops and restaurants to businesses that help supply the vessels while they are in port. The Port of Seattle is expected to see 80 ships for the shortened 2021 season, probably bringing in a quarter of what the cruise industry generates in the region during the typical year.
Wow.
So this is good news.
Yeah.
And it's going to bring some money back.
Some money.
Keep a lot of these businesses in Alaska afloat that would have probably not made it, right?
Right. Yeah, it's a shame how much money they've lost. So this is good news for them.
Very good news for them. And let's see. Welcome in, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. Sherry's going to Alaska.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of Alaska,
Yeah.
Sherry is sponsoring a group cruise to Alaska.
Yeah.
So anyone that's interested in that,
Would this be your first cruise to Alaska, Sherry, or have you been to Alaska before? I've never been, and I'm dying to go.
yes, you are.
I am.
Larry, good morning, everyone. If you can, remember to hit the subscribe button, give a thumbs up, and leave a comment. Thank you very much, Larry. Hey, Daniel Fields, thank you for
Daniel.
dropping in. Okay, next item. So Alaskan Cruiser ago, and I think those are going to start now. It looks like they're talking
August?
the possibility some of them are going to go the end of July, but it looks more like August.
August, yeah.
But I think they're going to run late. They're going to run like September this year. Okay, our next story is Norwegian Cruise Line resumes cruises from the U.S. on August 7th. NCL announced that it expects to resume operations from the United States beginning August 7th, 2021, with week-long sailings from Seattle, Washington to Alaska. So NCL will start on August 7th. I thought might have been Carnival or RCL might be trying to go in July still. Okay, cruising to Alaska to resume once it receives a conditional sailing certificate from the CDC. And that's the one thing people don't realize. Even though the bill was passed, they still aren't allowed to sail yet. They've got to either register for the test cruises if they're going to go with unvaccinated people, or if they go with vaccinated people, then they can bypass a lot of the test cruise stuff. But it's still they still got to sign up with the CDC.
So if they're going to go with vaccinated people, they have to show proof of vaccination. I thought there was a point where they didn't have to prove that.
It all depends on the state. Florida, Texas, right now are not required. They're making a law that you can't ask for proof.
Yeah. They're making a law that you can't ask for proof. Okay.
I'm not sure. I think California and Washington, places like that on the West Coast, they have to show proof.
They have to show proof.
So that will bypass all the test cruises and we'll probably get them out there a month earlier. All crew members and passengers must be fully vaccinated to embark. Guests can recommence their cruise to Alaska with week-long journeys aboard the Norwegian Bliss. That was our ship.
Yeah, the Bliss was beautiful. Yeah, we were lucky to go on that. That was our last cruise on the Bliss.
All right, so Daniel feels his NCL canceled his October 2nd cruise on the Joy.
Oh.
I'm sorry, did I say October? Yeah, it is October. That's what we put, October 2nd. Now that's interesting. Okay. So they're going to have a limited amount. That's what we're going to hear over the next couple of weeks. There's only going to be a handful of ships they're going to put out there, and all the others are going to be canceled.
I just want cruising to resume the way it used to be.
But the Bliss, if any of you have the opportunity, I don't know what people will take when they go to Alaska. That was built for Alaska. It's got a beautiful observation.
Oh, yeah, that's
deck.
Gorgeous. Can you imagine cruising and seeing the what do you call it? The glaciers.
Yeah,
that is a beautiful observation deck. So they did a good job.
And we do a video
that
on our site on the observation deck if anyone's curious to see what the Bliss looks like.
It's a beautiful, beautiful ship.
It is. The only thing I don't like is they put the racetrack on top.
Yeah,
and it wiped out a lot of the open deck.
Yeah.
The ship will sail itineraries from August 7th, 2021, we're talking about the Bliss, through October 16th, 2021, offering 7 to 13 hours of port time at Juneau, Ketchikan, Icy Strait Point, and Skagway. Passengers will benefit from the opening of a second cruise pier in Icy Strait Point, which NCL developed via a partnership with Alaska native-owned Huna Totem Corporation. The expanded wilderness landing on Icy Strait Point caters to tourists in search of individualized experiences with wildlife and native peoples of Alaska. New enhancements include upgraded restaurants and retail, as well as shore trip offerings, including the largest zip line in the world. Wow. We'll also have Southeast Alaska's most accessible coastal brown bear viewing platforms, fishing adventures, whale watching, and walking trails. Next year, the passenger experience will evolve with the opening of the Mountaintop Gondola, Alaska's first gondola.
Oh, really?
Which is expected to provide access through the treetops and unlock additional areas of exploration. So
that sounds wonderful.
That will be, imagine being on a ship with NCL that stops here. It seems like there's all sorts of excursions that we've offered before.
Yeah. Everybody I talk to when I've been on previous cruises, and we talk about how many cruises we've been on, and they always ask, have you been on an Alaskan cruise? And I say no. And they said, oh, that cruise is amazing. They said that was the best cruise they've ever taken, was to Alaska. And I've heard that from several people I've talked to about how many cruises they've been on. They usually say their Alaskan cruise is their number one cruise.
Well, we're eyeing 2023 or 2024, basically, for if we do it. Larry puts up, if you don't know, J&N has a Facebook group. Go check it out.
Larry, yes.
He has the address there. Yeah, we usually put stuff up there 3 or 4 times a week, all sorts of trivia, travel tips, miscellaneous videos, different things. So take a look at it. There might be some stuff that interests you. And also, Larry, thank you very much. We have a Teespring store, which has mugs with our frog on it, and shirts, and all sorts of other stuff. So take a peek. The addresses of these, if you're not don't have it in front of you, is on the face of our channel, front channel. Okay, so the Juma says some hellos. So our next one, so that's the Norwegian Cruise Line. That's another Alaska-related one. Cruise ships. I better get over there. Okay. Cruise ships skip Ketchikan if virus outbreak continues.
Oh, they will skip it, huh?
Cruise ships will continue to skip the port of Ketchikan, Ketchikan, Alaska, if the cases remain high. Large cruise ships are officially planning the return to Alaska this summer and are scheduled to arrive starting late July. 7 cruise ships are currently slated to tie up in this town in the end of the summer. If Ketchikan cannot get a handle on the virus spread, I didn't even know they had it over there. I thought all Alaska was free. Cruise companies might decide to skip Alaska's first city, and if you're saying, has this happened yet? Yeah, it's already happened twice this month as the community faces the largest virus outbreak. So for some reason, that particular town has got hit, and that's one, I guess, one of the popular towns.
That is one of the popular towns. Yeah, it looks like a cute town. We've seen videos of that town. It looks really nice.
Has anyone in here done an Alaskan cruise yet?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know.
Welcome in, Brian Nascott.
Hi, Brian. Well, I know because we've seen videos on people who've gone on Alaskan cruises, and the town of Ketchikan is really quaint, really cute. It's an old fishing town, I believe.
Is that the one I always get the towns over there?
I think it's an old fishing town.
Since I haven't been researching for a trip to Whitbeck, and I really haven't looked at it that much.
I mean, oh gosh.
Okay, so Daniel did one just back in 2019.
Oh, really? That wasn't long ago. That was our last cruise as well.
Is Nancy right? Is Ketchikan just a small fishing village, or is it one of the bigger places? So would you go back, Daniel? Is the type of thing it's a one and done, or is it the type of place you'd go back again, second or third time? My big thing is I think it'd be gorgeous to go to, but if I'm going to do Alaska, I want to have one to a warm weather place in the same year. Because
he wants a back-to-back, right?
No, not a back-to-back. I just don't want to go a whole year without going snorkeling or something like that. So if I'm going to do one in Alaska, which is probably going to have jackets on and stuff.
I do love nature, so
it's small. You're right about
really. Yeah, small. I think it's a small.
It's a great walking town. You normally don't have to do an excursion.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I've seen pictures of it. It looks wonderful.
Yeah, he would go back.
Yeah, and he's out in California, so it makes it a little bit easier for him.
That's my biggest thing too, is the distance of flight.
But I still want to do that.
Okay,
That and the Grand Canyon are high on my bucket list because I think those would be two amazing places to see. Those two are high on the bucket list.
Larry just shared out a Alaskan cruise on his Facebook page.
Oh,
A
okay.
7-day cruise out of Vancouver.
Oh, really?
For a great price. Now that's interesting, Larry. When is it? Is it this year? Because I'm just curious how they would get out of Vancouver right now. Wondering what month that's in. Welcome in, Mary Ellen Dillon, and
Mary Ellen.
is going to Alaska in August.
Oh, Mary Ellen. I'm going to try to sneak on board with you. That's awesome, Mary Ellen. I'm glad for you. Have you been there before?
Okay, number 4.
And what ship is she going on? Did she say?
She didn't say. Yeah, but Nancy wants to know a little bit of details.
Yeah, I'm going to live vicariously through you right now.
I'm curious, Larry, on US 2, how we can go out of Vancouver. Maybe it's 2023 cruise.
I mean, seeing all these people booking Alaska trips is really exciting. I mean, I'm happy for those people because, you know, eventually I'll get there, but it'll be nice. It's nice to see people booking cruises.
Okay, it is next year. April 29th, 2022.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
That'd be a good birthday present.
So that will be after they open back up again.
Yeah.
I was wondering if they were booking them with Canada being closed, but I guess they're not booking anything.
Well, that would be a nice birthday gift since it's April 29th.
Number 4, 2 crew members test positive aboard Royal Caribbean ship Odyssey of the Seas. Royal Caribbean ship Odyssey of the Seas arrived in Spain on Monday as there was a health emergency on board. 2 crew members had tested positive and were to disembark in the port. High protection ambulances went to port to receive the infected crew. The transfer operation was overseen by the Spanish External Health Service. The 2 crew are said to be asymptomatic and they have been isolated in cabins. The cruise ship had arrived from Rome, Italy, and is now en route to Port Everglades, Florida, USA.
Oh, wow.
How times have changed. Now, if you had 2 people on board 6 months ago, right, it would close down the whole cruise line, and they would never be coming back to America. You know, they would be. Now it's like they seem to have their act together. They seem to have protocols in place, and this almost seems like a very easy process that they did. Let's see. Okay, so Mary Ellen said this will be her first time.
Oh,
She'll
really?
be on the Carnival Miracle.
Okay.
Alaska needs our support. You're not kidding.
They do. They really do. They're hurting. Well, that's nice.
Daniel was toasting a bagel. I had a cold bagel at 3 o'clock this morning at work.
That sounds delicious.
With cream cheese.
Oh, I could go for that right now, but
which I shouldn't have had, but I did.
Hey, once in a while, it's okay.
Okay, number 5 on our list. The new cruise ship coming to Miami in 6 months. Now, I'm going to tell you about this new cruise ship. And the funny thing about this, or the ironic thing about this is one of the, as you guys know, I held up a spreadsheet. I'm trying to do a spreadsheet to line up the cruise I want to do. And this was one of the ships on my spreadsheet. So you can hear firsthand. It's brand new. It's a new cruise ship coming to Miami in 6 months.
6 months.
Now, I've been asking all you guys if anyone's written on MSC, and it doesn't seem like anyone has taken MSC. And this is an MSC ship, which sounds really nice. In 6 months, the new cruise ship for the MSC Cruise will begin to sail out of the cruise capital of the world, Port Miami. MSC Seashore, that's the name of the ship, new ship,
Seashore
will be the cruise line's newest and innovative cruise ship and will sail week-long cruises to the Bahamas and Caribbean from Miami. The ship will also visit the newest cruise line's private island in the Bahamas called Ocean Cay. So they finally have a private island. Here are 5 highlights of cruises on MSC Seashore that we are looking forward to. Okay. Cruises to MSC Cruises award-winning private island. Ocean Cay, which is MSC's new private island in the Bahamas and named Best New Cruise Destination. Surrounded by 64 square miles of marine reserve, Ocean Cay offers guests a unique opportunity to enjoy the island's natural beauty, discover local marine life, and soak up the spirit of the Bahamas. Sounds like a great place to snorkel, doesn't it?
I was just thinking of that. I was going to say that. Sounds like a phenomenal place to snorkel.
With MSC Seashore docking at the island from early morning into evening, and in some instances overnight, MSC guests can spend a full day enjoying 2 miles of pristine white sand beaches and a variety of ocean discovery activities, including stand-up paddleboarding, kayaking, floating, wave runners, rides, and more. So that sounds like a great, and the extended time there, most of these you're off the island by 6 o'clock. So that's really nice. That's a biggie. The second one on their list on this new ship, the most outdoor space on any MSC ship in the U.S. MSC Seashore has been reimagined with 65% of the ship entirely redesigned. Designed specifically for warmer climates, guests can take advantage of nearly 140,000 square feet of outdoor space, including redesigned outdoor venues and bars, new al fresco dining areas, and more. Those looking for an escape can relax with a cocktail along the ship's waterfront boardwalk spanning over 1,700 feet. Daring guests can opt to cross the glass bottom bridge of size. It's called Bridge of Size, which is it's a glass bottom bridge.
Yeah, that's a little
perched 72 feet above the infinity pool overlooking the aft of the ship. The other thing with this ship was, because on my list, I think it was for a 7-day cruise at less than $500 was one of the best deals out there.
Wow. Now, where does MSC sail from?
This is going to be from Port Miami.
Port Miami, okay. So we would have to fly. Well, we could drive, but.
The next one on this is a new infinity pool and hot tub overlooking the ocean. And this is on, of course, the same ship. More additions are the ship's infinity pool and hot tubs, offering guests uninterrupted sea views. The infinity pool also now includes both shallow and deep areas with multiple lounge chairs situated right in the pool for a picturesque experience. So I guess they're looking out into the ocean.
Nice.
The infinity hot tubs are 2 of the 15 on board, located on either side of the ship and close to the sea on deck 8, each including 20 sea-facing seats for guests.
Wow, that's a lot.
15 hot tubs. Huh?
Wow, that's a lot. I know, that's the only thing about cruise ships. The hot tubs are always, busy, occupied.
And the last big feature on this, no, you're right about that.
Yeah.
Either family or kids or just overcrowded people.
Overcrowded, yeah.
You wonder how long it's going to be until they lift the amount of people allowed in the cruise ships.
Yeah.
And the last one on this, on the MSC Seashore, brand new restaurants on board across MSC Seashore's 5 specialty restaurants within Chef's Court. So they're going to have an area with all these restaurants called Chef's Court. Guests can treat their taste buds to a range of internationally inspired cuisine in both brand new restaurants and familiar signature concepts. Oh, I'm sorry, I guess there was one more. And the last one, number 5, is new outdoor dining spaces on a ship that showcases a connection with the outdoors. It's only natural to extend the dining experience out on deck closer to the sea. At MSC Seashore's Butcher Cut Steakhouse, diners can eat overlooking the ocean from deck gate. Yeah, so
this is the MSC, and it's called the MSC Seashore?
Seashore.
And it's, how new is it?
Well, it's coming out in 6 months.
Wow.
And it's on my list. So it must have been for next, because my list stopped. I did October, November of this year. And then I jumped over to February of next year. So this must be next February, March next year.
Well, a lot of good things happening in the future. I'm excited for that because that sounds like a ship I would like to go on.
Yeah, and it's actually a couple of the other ones they have. I was looking at I think it's called the Divina. Look nice too, but this is brand new.
Brand new. Wow. And they have their own island in the Bahamas, their own private island. That sounds phenomenal.
Yeah, well, they're all doing those private islands now.
They are.
And I don't know if this is their newest one or just their first one. I thought they had another one out there.
They did. Okay.
I can't remember the name. Yeah, it's just called the MSC Seashore, Marion. Hey, welcome in, Daisy and Joe's Adventure. Thank you for joining us. Joe. Okay, now this is Larry. He's got 489 Canadian plus 271 Canadian taxes. That is $404 USA plus 224 USA for a 7-day Radiance of the Seas from Vancouver to Vancouver.
Radiance of the Seas. What?
That's his Alaskan cruise.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That he's talking about. That is a good price.
That's what he's talking about. Okay. Yeah.
Larry just had a bagel too. I don't know what the big one on bagels is.
Oh, bagels would sound delicious.
Larry says he can't wait to try MSC. That's been on our list.
Yeah, it has been.
And it's just every time a deal comes across the board and kind of supersedes us.
So we would have to fly to, they fly out of Miami.
that this particular ship is leaving out of Miami. Daniel says, sounds like a lot like the NCL Prima. I know, it almost seems like these newest ship. Well, Prima's the newest NCL ship coming out, and they're all high-tech. And that's the big thing with them. And they have more of a sleek, well, I had a picture of the Prima last week, but they have a very sleek design to it that makes you kind of look futuristic, or, it's not just a traditional
I think they're all beautiful. I really do.
Yeah.
I think the Bliss was the best one we've been on because it was because of the observation deck. I mean, that was pretty impressive.
And we're kind of smaller ship people. We keep saying that, but I definitely want to try the bigger ones out. I want to just try the different cruise lines, different ships.
Too. I mean, why not? I want to try it.
Let's see. Brian says, as of May 29th, Fenway Park goes back to full capacity, fans, spectators, people. Yeah, they. Massachusetts in general is gonna, like New Hampshire, it was a couple weeks ago that they opened up. But Massachusetts is going to open wide up on the 29th, which is what? Today's the 26th. So this Friday is that?
Yeah,
just in time for Memorial Day, right?
Well, it's past Memorial Day. Memorial Day is the 27th, I believe.
Larry went to Fenway Park back in 1978. That was when the Red Sox got knocked out of the... Was that the World Series when the Mets knocked them out of the World Series?
Oh, I don't know. You're a sports guy. He knows all about sports.
John, let me know if you find something on the MSC. Yeah, I'll tell you the ones that, well, I'll send you the ones I was looking at. But like I said, we're not even close to booking anything until the ships actually get out there. But we'll probably lose out on all the good fees and all that, the prices.
But everything looks promising, and that's exciting. So I'm excited about that.
Sherry says, welcome travel lovers. Please like, share, smash the red S button, and follow the channel and tap the bell. Thank you very much, Sherry.
Thank you, Sherry.
Every little bit helps. Work is important, Sherry. It's just like, let's see, Red Sox against the White Sox. Okay, you saw the Red Sox and the White Sox. Yeah, they lost to the Mets in the World Series that year. It was a very sad moment for any Boston fan. Okay.
I like baseball. I really do, but I just can't watch a whole game. It's too long for me.
Okay.
But I do enjoy.
Okay, these are pictures, a couple other pictures of the deck. This is the MSC Seashore. See how everything looks more modern on
it does. Sleek. I like that word. That's a good word.
That's the infinity pool there.
Ooh, that's sleek too.
Look at that. It's kind of funny though. I guess you get in there, you cool off, right?
Yeah.
Which is really all you need in the cruise ship.
I know, that's all you need.
Okay. This is news happening, and this is going to be happening all week, of these cruise ships trying to do whatever they can do to get their ships out there as soon as they can. So this particular news item is, I think this came out last night. I was working the midnight shift. It was sometime overnight, I think. Carnival Cruise Line working on simulated sailings. Carnival Cruise Line has announced plans to undertake simulated voyages later this year. This could be huge news that would make Carnival the first cruise line to allow non-vaccinated guests on board the ships.
Really?
Carnival Cruise Line is one of the cruise lines heavily dependent on families with children, and this is the age group that is currently not able to be vaccinated.
Well,
because if you're wondering why they're going through, the test cruises are a pain in the neck. If you're not going to read it, but if you read all the stuff you have to do for a test cruise, and if you do a vaccinated cruise, it's much quicker getting back out to sea.
Okay.
But the problem is that kids can't be all vaccinated.
Right.
So if you're going to try and have kids on the ship, you got to go the long route. And that's why Carnival they are going to fully vaccinate NCL, Carnival, RCL. At least those three big ones are going to have fully vaccinated cruises from the U.S. to Alaska.
Okay.
But the other cruises that they're planning on doing from whatever, Florida, Texas, like Carnival is trying to do ones that you don't have to be vaccinated. By going the route of simulated voyages, the line opens up an entire market. As the cruise line works together with the CDC, it also has given guests more leeway with payment extensions. So they're moving payments out, which makes sense, right? Because they don't have all the rules yet. The extension will give guests a chance to wait for updated regulations to be released to help make a much better decision on their plans. Carnival Cruise Line mentions the cruise line is working together with the CDC to implement the much-discussed simulated or test cruises. Vessels that sail with 95% of the guests, this is what I was just telling you, and and 98% vaccinated crew do not have to undertake the test sailings. Vessels that want to give guests a chance to sail without being vaccinated will need to make test sailings. It seems now the cruise lines intend to use July to perform test cruises. So it doesn't look like they're going to be getting these things started by July 4th like they had promised earlier, which will allow the line to sail with non-vaccinated guests and children in August. So if I'm reading it correctly, this opens up the critical summer vacation period. While nothing is certain, it means guests booked on cruises in August would now be in limbo whether or not vaccinations are necessary. So now everyone was saying they were going to open up by July 4th.
By July 4th.
It looks like at the earliest they'll be doing, if I'm reading this article right, the earliest they'll be doing is test cruises in July. Meaning paid sailings won't happen until August. So they'll get about a month, probably 3 weeks out of it before people start going back to school and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
At least they can initiate it, right?
Yeah. Brian Ascot said something about, I'll never forget the 1985. You can read it. You probably remember that more than I do.
Hey, welcome in, Raf. Raf is locked in solitary confinement right now. I've been talking to him for the last 2 days. I hope you're feeling better, Raf. And did you do your exercises? Have you heard of planking?
Yes, I know what planking is.
Okay, no idea. He's been doing planking there.
Brian said he'll never forget the 1986, the Bill Buckner play right through the legs against the New York Mets. John and Nancy, you remember that, right? I remember that myself.
That was 86, okay.
Yeah, I know. So you do it. So, that was, that was quite a...
Thank you, Ralph. That was one of my better younger days doing that on the surfboard. And I also have my zipline picture.
So Vizzo's keeping fit by doing planking, I guess, right?
He did that, but last night he was doing some kind of weird exercise with a chair, and I was afraid the chair was going to slide or something, and the guy was ended up having a bad back and falling on the ground.
Oh, gosh.
But now he's joined down there by Ronnie and Elma.
Oh, gee, yeah.
So
you're not alone, Vizzo. You're with good company.
And hellos. Okay. Let's see. That was a simulator. So we got simulated voyages coming up on Carnival. I think I have all right. This story, we'll just slip in airplanes here since you got to take airplanes, all these cruise lines. Planes are filling up and tickets are very expensive. I hope you guys got your tickets well in advance because Americans making summer plans are about to find airfare costs are near or above pre-pandemic levels. Executives from most of the major carriers said that the recovery in domestic leisure travel is already here. Domestic leisure travel will be 100% restored by June. But I didn't realize this, but with the bookings ahead of 2019, business travel and international travel have yet to come back, although airlines said they're seeing signs of a future recovery there as well. This doesn't mean the airlines are back to being profitable. It's tough to be profitable with just domestic leisure travelers, yet getting this part of the business back is still important. I didn't realize that the business and what was the other one? And international travel was a bulk of their money.
Wow.
That the leisure travel, it must be because they offer all these deals and stuff for people. Well, it's a good thing that anything we plan on doing this year, we're going to drive to. So
yeah. All right. Wow.
And actually, anyone that's wants to follow Raphael's solitary confinement, he's been putting out a vlog every night on what he's been up to. I think you said last night, Raphael, that you were going to count the tiles tonight for everyone.
And how's the food? He's getting room service, but how is the food? Is it any good? Or
he had a steak that looked good. He had some fries, but it seems like it's limited to the.
It is.
Is that right, Raphael? You're only allowed the 3 meals a day. You can't just send out and get snacks during the day.
And no cocktails, right? He's not allowed to have any cocktails.
And I was going to ask him that tonight.
Too bad.
He said there's no alcohol. I'm curious why that.
Yeah, why is that? There. You think they'd give you a cocktail?
Yeah. And I don't know if it's they don't want him drinking. People that are in quarantine don't want him drinking, or if they don't want to just give him free drinks. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah. Wow. And he's been vaccinated. And he contracted.
He's vaccinated and Elmo's vaccinated.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
Okay. Royal Caribbean receives CDC approval to conduct test cruises. Okay, so we've got Carnival, who's going to apply for test cruises. Has not been qualified yet. But
Kyle was applying for test
we
cruises.
have the first cruise now, RCL, that has received approval. This was just recently, so that's real good news. Okay, Royal Caribbean.
RCL, Royal Caribbean.
Right, Royal Caribbean International is the first cruise line to receive approval from the CDC to operate test cruises as a key step toward resuming operations in U.S. ports. The test cruises will be operated out of the Port Miami. Tens of thousands of people have volunteered for the test cruises. And a lot of people that put in for it. But they're not going to, I bet you're not going to do that. Royal Caribbean has said, Royal Caribbean submitted its plans for test cruises to CDC on May 21st. CDC said the path to resuming cruises in the U.S. is now clear. The simulated cruises are required for ships that don't mandate vaccinations of at least 98% in its crew and 95% of the passengers. The CDC has outlined what the stipulated cruises should be, which would be included. Fully vaccinated cruises do not have to do test cruises. Now, this came through yesterday, and they applied the 21st. So they're keeping their word. The CDC used to require 60 days.
Mm-hmm. Travel Adventures with Eric just said hi to us. Hi, Eric.
And then he's, what was I going to say? They dropped it to 5 days, and they got this back in 4 days. So they're keeping to their word, and they've been working very well with the cruise lines right now. So you get Royal Caribbean, who now can do their test cruises.
Mm-hmm. Royal Caribbean are doing test cruises. Right. They got permission.
Well, and another theory is they had this open thing where everyone was applying for the test cruises to be part of them.
Yeah.
And
I would think they would want to be.
The rumor out there now is, since there are several ships out there with quarantine crew members, that they might take the crew from one ship that's quarantined. I'm saying quarantine, vaccinated. One that's vaccinated, put them on another ship of vaccinated crew and use them as a guest.
Oh, okay.
So now because you're paying these guys, but they have to get that approved by the CDC, and I don't know if that's been approved yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome in, Eric B. Let's see. Brian wants to know anybody that is from the country of Aruba, do not drink their water down there in the country of Aruba. Oh, they have problems with that, huh? Usually that's a very top of the line island. I wonder if they've been having issues.
Probably.
Okay. In the last news item, we always like to try and do a quirky one at the end. News items is this island. Now, the Juma, have you ever heard of this island or ever seen this island? This is a man-made island.
Man-made.
It's called a floating oasis called Little Island, is now open on New York City's waterfront. Oh. Now, this is neat. I don't know how close this is. Do you see any ships in that picture? I don't know how close it is to the ports, but this would be great if we get on another New York cruise to go visit this.
I can't see any ships.
No, unless that's a ship right there.
I don't know.
The 2.4-acre landscape known as Little Island is now open in Chelsea Piers section of the Hudson River Park in Manhattan.
Oh, wow.
I think Manhattan is where we take we've taken the
two NCL cruises.
Now, these white things here are pillars. This is all man-made.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we've been to the Manhattan terminal twice now.
Little Island Public Park officially opened on Friday, May 21st. Little Island replaces the remnants of the Hudson River Park's Pier 54. Wish I remember what pier we had our cruise ship on.
I don't remember.
That would tell us how far this is.
I don't remember.
This is the site where the Titanic survivors arrived to safety by rescue boat after the 1912 disaster.
Wow.
The urban park stands on 132 tulip-shaped pillars that rise from the Hudson River. So these are your little pillars here.
Yeah.
There's 132 of these.
132. Wow. It's all man-made.
The park's rolling hills, tree-lined walking paths, and open lawns provide visitors with classic views of the Manhattan skyline from a variety of vantage points. Food and drinks, including wine and beer, are sold at the 3 stalls within the park. No outside alcohol is printed in, but visitors are welcome to bring their own food. There's a 687-seat amphitheater with a floating park oasis. And then what that's going to do is going to have a rotating program of live performances and educational workshops in the amphitheater beginning in June. So that's coming up soon.
Yeah.
Manhattan Park incorporates a 687-seat amphitheater, open lawns, and more than 350 species of trees, flowers, and shrubs. It's open daily from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. Park requires timed entry reservations for guests, which are free. So to keep it so it doesn't get overcrowded. So this is, you can see the pillars closer here. Has anyone heard of this or been there in the June? Are you anywhere near this thing?
That's
This is really cool. This
it does look cool.
This is on top. You wouldn't even know you're on a floating island.
Wow, that's really cool. That's very, very cool.
And there's another
And I like
section
all the
there.
educational, things that they have.
Yeah.
And it's all free.
Well, like the people
Right?
here, yeah. Oh, this is a park.
Yeah.
There's a man-made park. Right here, you can see people on the lawns, and this looks like it's a small stage, maybe for smaller entertainment that you see using in the city. Ooh, well, welcome in, Michael and Bella's Travel. Thank you very much for joining us. Oops, where'd it go? Okay. And then this shows the bottom left here. That's your amphitheater. It's a lot of people it holds too, almost 700 people. And some of the different vantage points from, okay, this is actually looking from the shore because there's your island out there. See how each one of these, 132 of those.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
That is very cool.
I would love to visit that if we get on there for a cruise.
So they have concerts, they have free educational seminars. I think that's pretty nice.
It is. And what a nice place to spend the day, right? You almost feel like you're on the deck of a ship or something, the way it's designed. Thank you, Larry. Good morning, everyone. If you can't remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and give a thumbs up. We appreciate that from everyone. Thank you very much.
What part of New York is that in again?
Okay, the question was, I don't know if you saw, I'll go back on the picture here. There's this new island here in New York in the Manhattan area.
It's in the Manhattan area, okay.
It's man-made, and I'm curious if that's in your neck of the woods in New York, or if you've ever been there, or if you ever heard of it, because it really looks kind of neat.
So you can drive right onto that?
No, it's walking. In fact,
it's all walking, okay.
Yeah, in fact, okay, right here's an overview.
Oh, I see now, okay.
So this might be a cruise ship there.
Oh, I see.
But see, there's that parkway and there's a walkway there.
Oh, I see.
So you're literally walking on a man-made island.
That's really cool. That's really, really cool.
And these things are just pillars that they put into the ground.
Wow.
They put those in first, and then they put the platforms on top and filled them with dirt and made an island.
Wow, that's really nice. Very clever.
Thank you, Sherry. Okay, so that's the park. So yeah, Najuma, I'm just curious if you ever heard of this. I think you're the only one from the New York area in here right now. And that is the news for today. So
yeah, well, a lot happening.
We got about 20 minutes left in this hour, and I'd just like to chat with people about your upcoming vacations.
Right, right. We want to know.
I've narrowed mine. I had a long spreadsheet, as you all know, and I put it. I went back to update the costs for today to have current ones. I show you prices went up and down on my spreadsheet, and then half of them had changed. They either canceled cruises, changed itineraries. So I said, "The heck with it! You can't do this until there's a cruise." But there are a couple to keep my eye on right now. There's one in. Now I looked at this last night, so you aren't even aware of this, but one is out of Baltimore. I think it's on the Carnival Pride or Legend. Now I'm not really sure which.
Would this be for the fall?
This would be October.
Okay,
and
we were talking about it. Right. I know you and I talked about a fall cruise.
It's a smaller ship. I think it's 88,000, but it's something, Yeah. And we would probably want to probably looking at doing the back-to-back. Has anyone in here ever sailed out of Baltimore? I'm curious how the port is set up. Is it easy to get down there and
something we've never
get a hotel and get over the air, or is it a tough thing to do?
We know sailing out of Manhattan was easy. They had that nice package at the hotel in Ridgefield, New Jersey. So that was nice and convenient. Right.
And we know now the ones for Manhattan, which is in New York. It's usually NCL out of there. And we've got 3 hotels that we've done there that have a cruise package.
Right.
Those are great. If people are wondering how to do those, is actually have a video up on that too. But you go there and you pay one fee. And it's usually, you look at it's a sticker shock, it's $200 to $300, but you're getting a night at the hotel the night before, you're getting the full breakfast, you're getting to leave your car there for the full time, and they give you a shuttle included to the ship, and they pick you up. So
and the car's policed, so They police that area.
Well, not police, but it is lighted, and it's in a safer area. It feels like it's in a safer area.
Safe, yeah.
So that's kind of neat. And I wondered if Baltimore has something set up.
Similar. That would be nice.
And another one. Okay. So, where'd she go? She was up here. Okay. So Mary Ellen Dillon said it's Pier 54 is between 11th and 12th. Okay. Are you from that area, Mary Ellen? That's where the park's located. Najuma said that's in New York City. I've never been to that park.
Oh.
Heard about it though. this park only opened, what did I say, on the 21st, so it's only been open 5 days.
Oh, yeah. It's brand spanking new.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Mary Ellen Dillon, October 17th on the Pride. John, I'm on that one. Are you really? I'll have to look into that more deeply because I was looking at.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to think of the dates. The back-to-back I was looking at, which were the cheaper ones. I think it was the first 2 of the month. I'm going to have to look at that. Let me mark yours down.
Yeah, mark it down,
October
definitely.
17th.
Yeah, she's on that one.
And that's the Pride. Okay, maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. Is the Legend go out there too? And what are you doing, Mary Ellen? Are you staying at a hotel for the night? I mean, how are you doing that? I'm not sure how people do the Baltimore area. Let's see. Larry has enough points for a return flight anywhere in the U.S. as soon as the border opens up. I'm going to still try to figure out where. Imagine having that where you can everything right at you.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's in Connecticut. So she's like us. I mean, she's a little further south, but not by much.
Not by much.
I'm going to guess you're driving down, but maybe you're flying. Because we would drive down to Baltimore. I guess it is a little bit of a drive, though, right? We keep thinking of New York, but we still probably drive. We vowed not to get in an airplane this year.
True.
So that's one. And any details, Mary Ellen, that you want to share, it might help us make our decision down the road here. The second one we've been looking at is, well, actually, it's 2 different ships in 2 different months. There's one in October and one in November right now, and they're on the NCL. I think one's the Oasis and one's I think the Oasis is a bigger ship, and the other one is a little small. It's like the size of the Bliss. So it's not small, but it's smaller than the other one.
If it's the size of the Bliss, it's not small.
Well, this compared to, if you remember, the biggest ship there is 225,000 tons, and this one's like 168, 167.
Yeah.
So that one, I was looking at those 2, which are out of Bayonne, New Jersey. So those are the 2 I'm following right now. But what I'm hoping up is there's not a ton out there. There are some decent prices, but not a ton out there. And what I'm hoping is as soon as some of them start past these test cruises and start opening up the ports and get the word by the CDC, you're going to see other cruises popping up because there's been nothing. I don't think I can find anything out of Boston. Remember, we're from southern New Hampshire, so I couldn't find anything out of Boston. Let's see. Mary Ellen Dillon says, nautical nurse Nancy's on that one too.
Oh, really?
Don't know what I'm doing yet. I haven't thought that far. And Paradice, I didn't realize they were all on that cruise.
Should write all those down.
Well, no, I forgot the date. I got the date on the ship, yeah. So I didn't know. Is it, Mary Ellen, is that a group cruise that people going on, or people just happen to be booked on the same one? So the other 2 are the RCL ones, which we've always wanted to try it. Like I said, I think that the Oasis is probably too big for us, but I'd love to try it once. That's the one with the carousel on it.
Oh, wow.
And I think it's got that giant slide there that you'll never go on, but
probably not.
It looks good anyways, right? So, so those are the 2 out there now. But I'm just hoping Boston maybe we'll get some at the end of summer. I'm hoping there'll be a lot more on New York. We took most of our cruises out of New York on the NCL. And there's nothing really out of New York right now. So they're probably waiting to get clearance before they start putting ships in there. So we will see. Any other cruises does anyone have any from the East Coast to begin with? And secondly, any cruises just in general from, I would say the East Coast all the way down to Florida, right? Because it'd be interesting to see if anyone's taking any out of Port Canaveral. I know they're still waiting for the big Mardi Gras ship for Carnival to sail out, but that's one with the roller coaster on it.
Yeah, I don't know if I try that. You would definitely try it, right?
You supposedly you control the speed of it. So, I'm saying if you get on it, it's just a one-person thing. If you get on it and you just wanted to go real slow, you can go around just like a car,
I don't know. I might pass on that.
Daniel Fields, we have the breakaway out of New York, October 24th. Okay, now I think there were two cruises I did see. They might have both been on the breakaway out of New York City. That might have been one, and then there was another one I thought that was a repositioning cruise. I was going from New York down to, I can't remember if it was Louisiana or something. So maybe the reposition one is after this cruise. That would be an interesting one too, the 24th. That would definitely be an interesting one. Because the breakaway is one of them ships we haven't been on that we said we wanted to try.
Yeah. I think that's comparable to the Bliss though, right?
They're all in the same category, except the breakaway does not have the racetrack. That's on the Bliss, and do they have it on the Escape?
No,
the Escape had the rope course.
Right.
What was the other ship that had? Maybe it was a Joy or something had the racetrack. Yeah, I just happened. Okay, so it's not a group cruise. It just happened that all these people booked it.
Oh, wow. That's fortunate.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
She got 6 cruises this year. Now, are you talking this year, meaning the remainder of this year, or have you had a bunch of them canceled? Oh, okay. I didn't realize they had the categories of breakaway and breakaway plus. So the breakaway is just slightly smaller than the Bliss. Oh. The only negative thing I heard about the breakaway was they were saying the way it was designed, going from, I don't know if it's from the front of the ship to the back of the ship or something. It's kind of a weird design. So it becomes like a big gauntlet where people just merge and that kind of thing. It's not great for crowds, but the ship still sounds nice. And any ship you get on this year is going to have less passengers on it.
That's right, true. Yeah.
So that would be kind of neat one to try. I'll have to take a peek at that. I mean, the reason maybe it was higher in price, and that's why it didn't make my cut, because I was just going after bargains on my first cut here, and then I'll wait till it comes out. See, that's the thing. The picture behind us is the Wave Rider or something like that.
You do well.
Thanks.
You're very pro at
But
that.
that's on the biggest ships we're talking about on New Jersey.
Right. Well, you've already mastered the skill of wave riding.
So it's just boring to me. I'll have to do something. Swim with the sharks with Larry or something.
Yeah, all right. You'll be bored.
Daniel says breakaway and getaway are the breakaway class. Escape, Encore, Bliss, and Joy are breakaway plus. Okay. Breakaway and getaway. We haven't done either. That's why. So those two are a little bit small.
A little small. Okay.
I'll have to look at that and see what the difference is on those two as far as size and weight.
That'll be interesting.
Mary Ellen has remainder of between August and December. Let's get August, September, October, November, December. So you must have had some canceled, correct? Because you said 6 cruises, you couldn't be squeezing all those into that short of time. I wouldn't think. I mean, who knows? That's a big thing that I'm worried about too with some of these cruises. If you don't jump on them, there are so many cruise credits out there right now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And I don't know how they're going to handle that. Are they going to fill up a ship with cruise credits, or are they going to take, okay, we'll fill half of this with cruise credits and the rest we're going to have paying customers, right? Because you're going to bring some money in, right?
You got to bring some money in, exactly. Yeah, that's a good point.
So I don't know how that will work. So breakaway. Yeah, I brought this up over and over again. My big thing with NCL, the main reason we do NCL is not because we've always ranked it higher than the other cruise line is, well, first of all, we always thought Carnival, because we grew up with Carnival being the party ship.
Right.
Our first cruises were on the Carnival, and it was
a party ship.
Yeah, and it was.
Well, I went on a single cruise through the Carnival cruise line.
And they set up a single cruise.
They set it up as a single
cruise. They had
cruise,
games which would make people meet, different things. And that's the way it was geared.
Mm.
And I remember beer drinking contests, all that kind of stuff. So we went on that with like 16 people. I had actually planned a group cruise out knowing it
I know
existed
you
back
did
then.
the first group cruise when you were what? How old were you?
Oh God, I don't even remember. But so we went on that, and that was kind of a party. So we haven't been on a Carnival. This is back 30 years ago.
Right.
We haven't been on a Carnival cruise since. Then
No,
when we
that's
started
true.
cruising up here, we did one Disney cruise. We started doing them up here.
Yeah.
NCL left out of Boston,
Right.
and it left out of New York. So that was perfect for us.
Yeah.
I did fall in love with the company because I'm not going to say number one, but one of the top things is just having the ability to get chicken wings 24 hours a day. I just thought was the neatest thing.
Yeah. And you did like the fact that it went to Bermuda because.
Well, that's what I'm saying, out of Boston,
Yeah,
New York,
Boston,
right?
yeah.
And they left New York and they take it down to the Caribbean and the Southern Caribbean. It was great. They had excellent deals.
Yeah, we really got some good deals. Yeah, we did.
Like we have said over and over again, we were getting deals for $500 and $600 for 12 to 14 days.
Yeah.
So all that was nice. Good. But now that we've gotten into YouTube more, we want a little diversity just so we can talk about other ships.
Yeah, it would be nice to change cruise lines and see what else is out there. And we talked that the MSC was one that we'd like to try, and RCL as well.
Well, our MSC looks good to us, and it's reasonable prices, but no one's been on one. I would love to chat with someone who's actually been on one.
Yeah.
And then the RCL, everyone raves about.
Yeah.
That would be a great one to try.
That would be a great one to try. Yeah.
And
But our next cruise that we booked is Carnival, I think.
Yeah, we have one. We had one group cruise. Yeah, there's a pending group cruise we signed on with that's on the Carnival.
Yeah.
It's like a year away or something like that. So that's what we see on cruise.
Yeah.
So we do anything right now just because we're going a year and a half without
I know.
Cruise.
I've missed it so much.
Larry says Ananda has him on a leash right now. Can't book any boat cruises for a bit. Yeah, because we have a friend that we met on the Escape that lives up in Toronto, and he has got, what is it, they cruise 3 times a year.
Yeah.
And most of their cruises are multiple day cruises or back-to-backs. And he has got so many cruise credits right now.
He does. He has a lot of cruise credits.
So it's tough if you build them up because then you're locked into that cruise line
You
too.
You are.
Let's see. It says those are replacements or cancellations. Okay. Well, that's not good. I forget that. That's not good, Nance.
Excuse us. He's got to plug in the computer. Battery's running low.
I thought I plugged it in. I took it out to put the light in.
Yeah. There we go. We're all set.
That's funny, huh? Okay.
Anyway, your friend in Canada definitely has a lot of cruise credits.
Those are replacements for cancellations. Alaska was added. Okay. So,
okay.
So hers are all replacements.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Ellen Dillon said, I heard the pilot was a party cruise, and the first one I went on was so quiet.
Really?
Well, and the big thing I heard too is we like to travel, nothing against kids, but our kids have grown older.
Yeah.
And so we love going on in the off season because you don't have all that going on.
Right. In the off season, they're back in school and it's nice.
Right.
It is very nice.
And I heard that the any cruise, basically, if you go in the off season, it's not going to be as busy.
Right.
But I've heard Carnival's changed a lot, and I know many of you out there didn't go on a cruise, Carnival cruise 30 years ago like we did. I mean, it was a party, single atmosphere. Yeah. There were all the contests, like it was you put a balloon on your lap. If you guy and the girl had a strange girl, they pulled out of the crowd, have to jump up and down in the balloon.
Crazy stuff.
It was anything to hook up. They had a lingerie contest that you had to go to the woman's cabin and ask for a lingerie to be in the so there's all
some crazy
sorts
pictures of your buddies dressing up in ladies' lingerie.
Right. So there's all sorts of weird things back then, and I've heard it's calmed down a lot, and it actually looks like a lot of fun, and people talk about how great it is. It can't be that many people, right, that are on.
Is that where Shaq's Chicken is?
The new ones.
The new ones.
I wish the old ones had it, but yeah, the Mardi Gras I think is the first ship with the Shaq's Chicken.
I'd like to try that. They have the Guy burgers. I know that.
Is that the Guy's Burger?
Yeah.
There's one in RCL which is like a burger place and they charge.
Oh,
which
really?
Is, I think, kind of ridiculous. But let's see. TJ says, whoops, somehow it scrolled. Sorry, been really busy at work. How is everyone?
Oh, I hope you're all doing well, TJ. They're going on a vacation soon,
They
right?
got a Disney one coming up.
I got my Disney earrings on.
I can't remember.
My Mickey Mouse ones.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
I can't remember what TJ was going on a cruise to. I know he was going to Disney again.
Well, we're debating whether we go on a cruise or Disney, so either or is nice for me.
But Disney's our fallback.
Yeah, Disney is.
We would like to do a cruise just because we want to relax and.
Yeah, it's nice to have everything included.
Right. Okay, Larry's got 2 cruises booked. My daughter's wedding. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yes.
His youngest daughter's getting married in April.
Wow.
You're going to be doing a lot of traveling, Larry, once it opens
you've got a lot going on. I'm hoping to be retired by next April.
Okay, so Muriel went on it with the impression, she was the one that just said she had the impression it was going to be a wild party place.
But it was more tame.
And she said it was tame and she really liked it.
Oh, you liked it. Good.
So it's something we definitely want to do.
Yeah.
Cruises have changed a lot, though. We were back in the genre when they had the midnight buffets and the chocolate buffets and lobster and all sorts of stuff. So
yeah, that's true.
Okay, here's his update. Doing great. This is TJ. 11 days until Disney. How many to seas for Thanksgiving?
Nice.
And hit our house to start the problem.
Where are you staying in Disney? Are they staying on site?
Congratulations. They hit their hours.
Oh, you did?
Yes,
congrats. Very nice.
Excellent, TJ.
Good job.
Congratulations on that. Yeah, so we Carnival, and then we're looking for one this year. I'd hate to skip another year because then we don't go till
2022
and late in 2022 because there's so much going on at the beginning of the year.
Right.
So
yeah, I hope we go on a cruise. I guess as much as I want to go to Disney, I think a cruise would be more relaxing, and I think that would be nice.
Depending on where it's out of. If it's Florida and we had to drive down, it probably wouldn't be. That's why we're really aiming for the Northeast right now: Baltimore, Boston, New York, or New Jersey for this year.
But I do miss.
And then we'll open up next year.
But I do miss the mouse.
Oh yeah, we gotta. But we're thinking of going. We want to become snowbirds at some point, and we thought maybe when we do that, it's a good time to do the mouse because we get an annual pass.
Yeah,
really cover everything.
That would be ideal. That would be the ideal way.
So you're seeing at the Coronado.
Oh yeah, we've been over there. That's beautiful. Yeah, we like to resort hop and check out all the resorts, and we went over to the Coronado. It's lovely over there. Yeah, nice.
One of our favorite things, we would go down to Disney when the kids were younger every other year, and we'd go down for 14 or 17 days. We'd drive down. One of our favorite things was resort hopping. Yeah. And that's why the only time we went to the Coronado, we resort hopped.
And I remember getting my strawberry daiquiri over there.
We didn't stay. We just
we just got a drink.
One day we did the Monorail resorts, went from one to the next, and spent the day doing that. Yeah. Another day it was the All Stars and those. So
we just sat down. We enjoyed the hotel. We got a drink, and it was nice. Right. Very nice.
Okay, so it looks like we have gotten to the end of our hour. We don't want to drag this on too long. Any suggestions, either come in our chat or email us. Our email is on our front page. If anyone, or go and watch our videos and make a comment, but I would love any input on cruises. Yeah. For October or in November this year. Yes. Our next live is Sunday at 4 p.m. and we're going to be showing some, what's the most beautiful campgrounds, right? Yeah. I think is what we're doing. There's a ranking by, I think it was Travel and Leisure and a couple other sites, and they ranked the most beautiful campgrounds. We're going to do that and hopefully have Tanisha come in. Yes, that's right. Tanisha. And our Name This game. So that's what's on the horizon right now. And then next Wednesday, of course, at 2:00 again. And thank you to our moderators, Plum Travelers and Sherry from Sherry Awesome Travelers for being our moderators today. We appreciate you guys. Let's see a couple of other comments here. Larry, I'm looking right now for a small trip south for me when the border opens up. I know which guy, Larry, me and you talked several times during the week anyways, and it'd be interesting to compare notes with what's happening up in Canada because we know what's happening down here in the U.S. Right. Okay, let's just TJ says, thanks, Larry. We're also eating at the Contemporary for Chef Mickey and the Polynesian for Kona.
Oh, nice.
We love Contemporary.
Yeah, we do like the
Chef Mickey, I should
and
say.
Chef Mickey, yeah.
That's what I mean. The Chef Mickey we love.
Yeah,
and we went to the Polynesian, but it wasn't the Kona Cafe. It was the,
I don't remember.
gosh, wait, Ohana's.
Oh, Ohana's. Wow,
I thought that was delicious. Have you eaten at either of those, TJ?
Yes, that was very, very
What's your
nice.
opinion on those two places?
Very nice, very good. I'd do it again. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, and I hope everyone can come back on and visit us.
Yeah.
Now, before we do get off the air, because I kind of waited a little bit late, but why don't you throw out there right now your hashtag creator, and if you have anything coming up, just throw it in the message here so people can see it on their way out the door. And I'll hold on here just for a couple of minutes so that everyone can see it. Oh, welcome in Kaluna trip.
Oh.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Hello, Kaluna.
They're in Poland.
Oh, really? Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, TJ, Chef Mickey. Pump Travels, TJ, Chef Mikey, YouTuber. We want to go to Ohana, but it's closed right now. I didn't know
it is. That was a really good restaurant.
Okay, I'm giving you the last chance if anyone wants to throw up.
Throw up?
Yeah, I said that wrong, didn't I?
Yeah, we don't want anybody to throw up. No.
Okay, so we get some, let's see. Now I know, Mickey. Okay. So we have Traveling with Eric B., who travels all over the place.
He does. He really does.
And I think we're finally going to meet him next year, too.
That would be
He's
great.
a creator and a supporter.
That's excellent.
And we've got Kenneth, who we're going to also meet.
Yeah,
creator and supporter.
Nice.
And Plum Travelers, Larry and Ananda,
Good.
creator, supporter, and he's a travel agent.
Yes, look forward to meeting Larry and Ananda.
TJ, creator, hopefully film the vlog starring Kayla for Packing for Disney.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen Kayla on screen lately.
Yeah. She's out of school now, so
Kaluna trip, yeah.
She was probably busy with school. Now that she's out, she's got some time.
The travel creator and a supporter. And Sherry, I know it's out there, and she is a TA also, and she is a YouTuber looking for watch hours. Let's see, Juma said, I'll check with my youngest daughter. She stayed with friends about a month ago. She got her room the night she stayed. Okay, she's talking to Larry.
Mm-hmm.
We got Michael and Bella's Travel, creator and supporter. And we got the Juma Brown, one of the best supporters out there. And I think that covers everyone, right, Nance?
All right.
Let's see. It says you'll be seeing Kayla a lot this summer. I figured that, especially at the parks and stuff. Off. Well, thank you very much for joining us, everyone.
Thank you all for joining us. And for those who are traveling, safe travels. And remember, stay young, have fun.
Have a good one, everyone.